There's a lot of stuff nowadays that's branded as healthy, but is it really healthy? You've got low sugar, low fat, gluten-free, whole grain, but is it actually healthy? Well, in this video, we're going through the top 15 things. Not much in this basket right now, but it will be full, full of stuff that we think is healthy, I think is healthy, that isn't actually healthy. Let's get into it.
I'm curious if you guys feel the same, but honestly, I actually find it really hard to find snacks that are actually healthy for you. I've definitely assumed over the years that if something's branded as healthy, it's just gotta be healthy, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
So for this video, I've got 3 questions. The first of all, how can you tell if food just on the shelf in a shop is healthy for you or unhealthy food disguised as healthy? My second question is, what is the highest calorie snack that we're gonna go through in today's video? And thirdly, what is gonna be the worst? The worst, the most disguised, unhealthy, healthy food for our bodies. I'm looking forward to this list. Let's get into it. Oh my days, I wish you could smell this right now. Toast just smells amazing any time of the day. Kicking off the list then, number 15.
We have white bread. Something like this is high in calories, high in carbohydrates, but then it's low in fiber, protein, and overall nutrition for our body. It's not a very good snack to have, but it is a popular snack nonetheless.
All you've got to do is just turn something like this around to the back and see the long list of ingredients to really understand that there is a lot more chemicals in this than both of us realize, and it's quite scary to be honest. But if you were going to turn over sourdough, this would literally be like very minimal.
Quite a cool thing you can do is push down the bread to see how much air and how puffy it's made and manufactured to look tastier on the shelves.
I've literally halved it in size. That just goes to show how not very good these things are for you. Taking the number 14 spot, we have yogurt covered nuts. And I think they get you with this because they're covered in yogurt, which makes you think, oh, yogurt's quite healthy. And then because it's a nut, you also think it's healthy. But the issue is the nuts, more likely than not, are covered in sugars and sweeteners to make it taste good, and then they dry it, which loses its nutritional value, over a nut that probably has been salted and probably has been processed a little bit to give it that extra sweetness and texture and taste. And what you've got left with is something that you think is healthy and something that it's so easy to think it's healthy because of, you know, it's a yogurt covered peanut. It's a yogurt covered nut. How can that not be healthy? Right, they're delicious, man. To be honest, they do kind of taste healthy. You know, there's a bit of strawberry in there. There's a bit of fruit. But that is exactly how they get you, and that is exactly why they're number 14 on this list.
Moving on, the next thing we're going to talk about is flavored yogurt, and this winds me up a little bit.
What I've got here is flavored yogurt, and the reason it annoys me a little bit is because these 2 cups, you know, things of yogurt, they're great, they're tasty, but why not just go with plain yogurt, which is much healthier, much better for you, and just add in fruit like I'm going to show you now. You can have, right, Greek yogurt, grab this lovely batch of banana and grapes and strawberries in the Greek yogurt. You could even put in nuts, you can put in honey in this, and it tastes so much better. You've got the natural fruit, the natural sugars, so much better than this processed stuff. It tastes better, it's healthier, and it gives you energy for a longer period of the day. It's like buying this versus buying this. You are always going to lose when you're buying this when you compare it to a bowl like this.
I think you can already start to see, but just looking at the ingredients of the foods we're buying and how long the ingredient list is going to be a good proxy if something is ultra processed and bad for you or something that's actually going to benefit you in your life.
Okay, so next thing we've got on the list is gluten-free. gluten-free snacks. I'm such a lover of breakfast bars. I love them because they taste so good, especially in the morning. But the interesting thing with gluten-free, like if you had a health issue or a health problem that literally meant that you couldn't eat gluten in certain reasons, then, you know, I mean, then it's probably going to be beneficial for you, right?
The risk comes if you think gluten-free items actually mean it's healthier for you, because the reality is it isn't. What's actually happening is they're taking out the gluten, but they're replacing that with additives that make the food taste just as nice, which doesn't really mean it's healthier. And it's the exact same thing for number 11 on this list.
All right, next up we got fruit smoothies, and this actually blows my mind, right? 31% strawberry puree, not even strawberries. 23% apple juice, not even apples. 22% banana puree, not even a real banana. 15% grape juice, 6% orange juice, 3% blackcurrant puree. And they're calling it a fruit smoothie.
And this is exactly how they catch you out. In 100 milliliters of each of these smoothies, you're getting 12.5 grams of sugar. And in the whole bottle, there's at least 87.5 grams of sugar. That's outrageous.
And this is where they catch you out. We've got a red one here, we've got a green one here. They look healthy, they look clean, they look delicious. I bet they taste delicious. It's got like the scent of a fresh smoothie that is meant to be good for you, and that's exactly where they get you. That's nice. It tastes healthy, doesn't it? That's very nice. That has more sugar than Coke. What? So coming in at the number 10 spot, we have blueberry muffins. I got this one from Costa because I thought it'd be cool, but it cost me almost £3. £3 for this. I've definitely spent my money on better things. But anyway, we do have blueberry muffins at number 10, and I think the reason this gets people, and the reason it got me, is because you think it's healthy.
Because it has fruit in it, you kind of just think it's more healthy than it actually is, and it's the exact same as something like carrot cake. But the crazy thing is, these cakes aren't that much healthier than an original chocolate cake. Coming in at a whopping 410 calories and 26 grams of sugar, we got the blueberry muffin. Probably not a wise choice as a breakfast.
Okay, so for number 9, we have granola and breakfast cereal bars. And this is quite an interesting one. So I kind of wake up around 5 a.m. and I fast till 11. And when I eat my first meal, I have some Greek yogurt, and I have some natural nuts, which are great for you. There's no rubbish in them. They're natural, they're great, they give me energy. But the unhealthier version of the nuts is granola, sugary granola. In this bag right now, we're looking at 100 grams of sugar in the whole bag. And, you know, we're not gonna eat the whole bag with just one serving. You're going to give yourself a generous amount of granola, and you're starting off your day, if you're eating a lot of granola, with a lot of sugar, when, as an alternative, you could just have some natural nuts, add in some honey with the natural nuts and granola, and you've pretty much got the same taste, and it's much healthier for you. And it's these little changes that if we make on a day-to-day basis will make a better impact in our life.
Just like the blueberry muffin, the granola has bits of strawberry in it, which makes you kind of feel like it's a bit healthy, it's good for you. But you've got to be careful, because that is how they get you, and that's how they make you believe things are healthy when it's actually not.
So for number 8, we have sports drinks. So whether that's a Lucasade, whether that's a Prime, drinks that are made to be drunk after having a hard workout. I understand the theory behind it, to have energy. I just don't know. Probably once in a while, it's probably not a bad idea to have one, but having one every day, you're probably gonna damage your teeth.
Tasty and enjoyable, but probably not something you should have every day.
Okay, so for number 7 and for number 6, we have two pretty similar ones. We have Diet Coke for number 7, and for number 6, we have juice. let's get into it.
I think it's important we don't look at foods through a vacuum. We should always compare. And when you compare a Coke to the Diet Coke, it's probably an always better decision to pick the Diet Coke. But looking at the Diet Coke alone, and there are still a lot of things with it, despite it being lower in sugar and calories.
This is just so sweet.
Once again, just like the gluten-free snacks, they take out the gluten, they take out the sugar, but they replace it with chemicals that you and I have never heard of in our lives. And I don't know about you, but that scares me.
So technically, diet fizzy drinks are at number 7. And for number 6, we have juice. And this is a funny one because just like the blueberry muffin, just like the granola we were talking about, you look at something like this and you think, apple juice. Apple's a fruit, apples are healthy, and then you drink it thinking it's healthy, but then you look at the label and you're like, oh my god, there's 20 grams of sugar in this. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so sweet. You could just like drink it, take a minute to pause and think, wait, this tastes like it has a lot of sugar. Let's have a look. 20 grams, oh my god. And number 5, I think this is such a great one to mention because I feel like it's one that gets a lot of people, definitely got me, and it's only after I've done research on it that I've realized that, oh wait, I'm actually going to eat a little bit less of this. So this is a normal banana that's healthy for you, that's got good sugars, got good fiber, good for your gut, good for your bloodstream, just a great fruit to have. And this is a dried banana. The ingredient list of a banana is a banana, but the ingredient list of the banana dried fruit bag, right? This is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Only 53% of this bag contains banana. The other part of the bag contains coconut oil, sugar, and flavoring. That absolutely blows my mind. You think something like this is good for you, but then all you've got to do is turn it around and see that only half of this bag contains banana. That makes you think otherwise. Just blows my mind, man. Honestly.
I do think comparison is important, and if you're going to eat this compared to crisp, salt and vinegar crisp, then you're making a healthy choice. But these alone, when you compare it to a fruit, there's much better alternatives out there.
Okay, boys, and to the few ladies that watch this video, the next thing on the list is not lettuce, but lettuce dressing, salad dressing. You'll be surprised to know how much sugar and how much rubbish are in these things to make this seem tasty, which
kind of defeats the purpose of having the salad in the first place. But we move.
Okay, so coming in at number 3, what we have is some hummus. Do you think hummus is healthy?
Do I think hummus is healthy? Yeah, it's chickpeas.
Mum, do you think hummus is healthy?
It's chickpeas. Yeah, it's chickpeas.
They're both wrong.
Hummus can 100% be healthy, and it can be even healthier if you make it at home. The ingredients to look out for if you're buying it from the shop are preservatives, added sugar, or oils that will make the hummus less healthy than it needs to be.
Okay, you lot will know from my previous video that I do love peanut butter. And at number 3, it is indeed peanut butter. And peanut butter is, it's a funny one because it's high in calories, it's high in fat, but that isn't the reason it's bad. You see, it's a good bulking food, it's got important fats, it contains nuts, which is great. The bad thing about peanut butter, and the thing you've got to be careful for, is palm oil.
So to avoid all of the random chemicals they put in the lovely peanut butter, you want to do this. Get some natural peanuts, lay them out on a baking tray, put them in the oven for a few minutes to get all of the oils out of them.
So we've just taken the roasted peanuts out of the oven. Gonna whack them in the mixer for 3 times, I think for a few minutes each time. Add in some honey and homemade peanut butter, I think. Alright, we've mixed it up. I think we've had a bit of a failure. It should be more it should be a little bit more like a liquid. But I think if you mix it more, I don't have time to mix it because my mum's watching QVC. But if I did, it would be... See, it's getting there. You can see it's getting there. Slowly. Anyway, do a taste test. I added in some honey and a handful of salt. Oh. Oh. Mmm. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good.
And there you go, there's a very easy, healthy way to make peanut butter that avoids all of the random ingredients they put into it in shops. It may be the highest calorie snack we've mentioned so far, but making it from scratch makes it a lot healthier. We've gone through a lot of different snacks in this list, but coming in at number 1, the world's unhealthiest health food, ironically, is fat-free food.
So typically you can see fat-free yogurt or fat-free drinks or even fat-free nutty bars. But the thing is with these sorts of things is that they take away the fat, which is the taste in the food. And so when you take away the fat, the food doesn't taste as nice, and so they replace the food, just like we spoke about before with like the wheat and it being gluten-free. When it's fat-free, they take out the taste and they supplement it with sugars and preservatives and additives to make it taste like it's food. But that's not you're defeating the purpose of it being fat-free by adding in all the other rubbish stuff to make it taste like food.
It's important we eat fat, and not low quality fat like chocolate, but high quality fat like avocado, because they help us maintain active, healthy lives that make us feel good all year round. So yeah, that was the list. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Always remember to become more, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.